Hey, let's get into it. When you walk through a room where someone has been baking bread, you don't have to carry bread around in your pockets for that smell to follow you. I used to have weekly meetings at a Subway restaurant, and I'd smell it on me all day. It kind of gets into your clothes, almost in your pores. You leave the room, you get in your car, wherever you went, the smell followed you. And influence often works like that. The influence of other people in our lives. It's a little over time. It's one conversation, it's one habit, one shared attitude. Without noticing it, we begin to carry maybe the scent of other people in that way. Uh, we carry it around with us. It's especially true of friendships. People we walk with, they shape the way that we think, the way we talk, the things we laugh at, the things maybe we excuse or pursue. Proverbs wants to speak really plainly to this in Proverbs 13:20. Whoever walks with the wise becomes wise, but the companion of fools will suffer harm. Proverbs was written to train us in God's wisdom. That's not head knowledge. It's not just knowing facts. It's not just religious information. It's wisdom. It's skill for living before God in the real world. A skill for living. It teaches us how life generally works under God's design. And one of the lessons Proverbs returns to again and again is that we are shaped by who we are around. Um, the phrase here, whoever walks with the wise, it's this image of slow overtime interaction. It's not quick, it's shared direction, shared pace, time together. These are people who are beside you as you move through life. So Proverbs is not saying only be nice to wise people, clean people. It's not saying avoid everyone who's struggling. Jesus moved towards broken and messy people constantly. But there's a difference between loving people and letting them lead you. There's a difference between showing grace to someone and giving them a shaping influence over your life or your heart. The wise person learns to ask, who is it in my life that is forming me? Not just who do I enjoy, not who is fun to be around, but um, when I spend time with this person, what direction are they pulling me in? Do they move me? Do they shape and influence me towards patience or honesty? Is it do they pull me towards faithfulness or courage or love towards God and other people, or do they make foolishness feel normal? Do they make gossip easier? Bitterness, compromise, cynicism. Proverbs says the one who walks with the wise becomes wise. And that's hopeful that wisdom is not only learned from instruction, it's also caught through relationship, that we are influenced by the people around us. And you watch how someone responds, like, for example, when they're disappointed. You hear maybe how they speak when they could tear someone down, but they choose not to. Maybe you notice how they pray before making decisions, or you see them confessing sin without making any excuses. And slowly, God's grace that it begins to shape you through them. The second half of that is a warning: the companion of fools will suffer harm. Foolishness always has a cost. Sometimes the harm shows up in our choices, or maybe in our character. Maybe it's in the people sometimes that we hurt along the way. So we need to pay attention to who we are walking with, not fearfully, not proudly, but just honestly. You might need to pursue some wiser friendships. Maybe you need to create some space, some distance from voices that keep pulling you away from wisdom. You may need to become yourself the kind of friend whose presence positively influences, helps others walk more faithfully. We stay close to wisdom long enough, and people who are wise, and slowly wisdom starts to cling to us, kind of like the smell of bread. Who is influencing you? Who is shaping you? What direction are they pulling you? Wherever you find yourself, God goes with you today.